My beloved brothers and sisters, the strongest protection is the remembrance of Allah, and understanding this deeply can change the way you see every hardship and every fear in your life. Many people look for solutions everywhere: objects, rituals, charms, chains, powders, strange practices, hoping that something will guard them from harm, envy, evil, or unseen darkness. But the truth is simple. Nothing created can protect you the way the Creator can. When you remember Allah, when your tongue carries His name, when your heart turns to Him, even in silence, a shield rises around you that no power of darkness can cross. The remembrance of Allah is not only a spiritual act, it is a fortress. It is light entering every corner of your life. When you say Bismillah, you are not just saying a word, you are inviting the help of the one who controls every atom in the universe. When you say Astaghfirullah, you are not just seeking forgiveness. You are washing your soul from the dust the world throws on it every day. When you recite Ayat-ul-Kursi or Surah Al-Baqarah, you are surrounding yourself with verses that angels love and shayateen run away from. These are not symbolic protections. They are real, powerful shields placed by Allah Himself. Think of it this way. A heart that remembers Allah becomes like a house filled with bright light. No matter how much darkness tries to enter, it cannot. Darkness has no power where light exists. Similarly, when your life is filled with dhikr, nothing harmful, seen or unseen, can remain. Worry cannot sit in a heart where Allah is remembered. Anger cannot stay in a place where His name is spoken. Envy cannot harm someone whose tongue constantly calls upon the most merciful. Even your fears begin to melt when you remind yourself that Allah is with you, watching you, protecting you. People often complain that their homes feel heavy, their relationships are tense, their sleep is disturbed, or their mind is restless. They try everything except the one thing guaranteed to bring peace: turning to Allah, reciting His words, calling upon Him, filling the walls of the home with the beauty of His remembrance. The moment you do this, you will notice a shift. Your heart softens, your home feels lighter, your mind calms, and your nights become peaceful. The remembrance of Allah is the greatest protection because it connects you to the one who needs no permission to help you. He does not delay. He does not need anything in return. You call upon Him once, and He responds in ways you cannot even see. The angels arrive, tranquility descends, and every dark force is pushed away. So if you want real protection, turn to Allah, remember Him, speak His name, recite His words. This is the power that guards you, guides you, and stands between you and every harm. Reciting Ayat-ul-Kursi, Surah Al-Baqarah, and saying Bismillah brings a type of protection that no human, no object, and no worldly method can match. These words are not ordinary, they are divine. They are sent directly by Allah, and every letter carries a light that pushes away darkness, a mercy that softens the heart, and a shield that blocks every harmful force, seen or unseen. Many people underestimate the power of the Quran, yet the Quran is the very speech of the Lord of the worlds. When you recite it in your home, you are filling your space with angelic presence and spiritual brightness that evil cannot stand. Ayat-ul-Kursi is one of the strongest protections a believer has. When it is recited with sincerity, every form of shaitan flees. Your home becomes guarded every night. Your sleep becomes peaceful, your thoughts become clearer, and your heart feels surrounded with safety. It is a declaration of Allah's power, His authority, His knowledge, and His dominion over everything. When you read it, you are reminding your soul that nothing can harm you without His will, and nothing can benefit you except by His permission. That alone brings unimaginable peace. Then comes Surah Al-Baqarah, a surah known for chasing shayateen out of the home. Reciting it, or even playing it in your house, causes evil to leave because it cannot tolerate the words of Allah. A home where Surah Al-Baqarah is recited becomes a home of barakah, angels, calmness, and divine protection. The arguments decrease, the tension drops, the atmosphere becomes softer, and the entire family feels the difference. It is like opening the windows and letting in fresh, pure air after a long time of suffocation. Spiritually, it refreshes the home and drives out everything that brings heaviness, sadness, or negativity. And then there is Bismillah, a simple word, but so powerful that it places Allah's blessing on everything you do. When you enter your home with Bismillah, you bring mercy with you. When you leave with Bismillah, you leave under Allah's watch. When you start your tasks with Bismillah, you invite ease. When you say Bismillah before eating, sleeping, or stepping out, Shaitan loses access to you. It is like locking the door of your life from every dark force simply by calling the name of the one who created light itself. Imagine a home where Ayat-ul-Kursi is recited every night, where Surah Al-Baqarah echoes weekly, and where Bismillah is spoken at every door. That home becomes a fortress, that family becomes protected, that heart becomes strong. No envy can penetrate, no evil can settle, and no anxiety can control a place where Allah's words are recited. This is not superstition. This is not culture. This is divine truth. Allah has already told us that His words heal, protect, and bring peace. When you use them, you are choosing the protection that comes directly from Him, the protection that never fails. A home filled with the remembrance of Allah becomes a place of angels, peace, and spiritual light. And when that light settles in a place, every harmful force, every dark whisper, every negative energy, every troubling feeling flees instantly. Darkness and light cannot exist together. So when Allah's light enters your home through Dhikr, the darkness has no choice but to escape. This is why a house where the Quran is recited feels different. A home where Allah's name is often mentioned has a softness, a calm, a warmth that settles into the hearts of the people living inside it. A spiritually alive home does not require expensive decoration, perfect furniture, or endless comfort. What it truly needs is Allah's remembrance echoing through its walls. When the Quran plays in your home, when your tongue says Subhanallah and Alhamdulillah, when you greet your family with Assalamu alaikum, when you make dua together, angels descend. They fill your home with mercy, they protect every corner, and they bring tranquility beyond anything you have ever felt. Angels love the places where Allah is remembered, and the shayateen hate such places and immediately run from them. A house without Dhikr becomes heavy, arguments spark easily, sadness feels stronger, and unseen negativity settles quietly. Many families experience tension without knowing why, but often the heart and the home lack connection to Allah. When you begin bringing Dhikr back, whether through IAT, supplications, or simply remembering Allah throughout the day, you will feel the difference. The atmosphere becomes lighter, hearts soften, the children become calmer, even the air feels peaceful. Why? Because when Allah sends peace into a home, nothing can disturb it. Imagine a home where each day someone recites Ayat-ul-Kursi, where Surah Al-Baqarah is read weekly or even played softly, where Bismillah is said before entering, where dua is made before sleeping. That home becomes surrounded by protection from every direction. It becomes a fortress that evil cannot enter and envy cannot penetrate. People often worry about hidden harm, jealousy from others, or spiritual disturbances, but the truth is simple. When your home is filled with Allah's words, every harmful force becomes powerless. Even your mental and emotional state changes. The heart becomes less sensitive to hurt, less fearful of tomorrow, less burdened by stress. Dhikr brings contentment that flows through every room. Families become closer because Allah's remembrance removes bitterness and increases compassion. Children feel safer because Allah brings calmness into their hearts. The entire home becomes a place where worries shrink and hope grows. This is why Dhikr is not only a personal act, it transforms the whole environment. It fills your home with nur, it invites angels, it drives away darkness. It heals hearts, it protects your family, and it reminds you that no matter what you fear or face, Allah is present, watching, guarding, and sending peace. A home that remembers Allah becomes a home that is protected, peaceful, and blessed in ways you can feel every single day.